Hello, this is going to be instructional over the stations in case you missed class or you missed the meeting. And I hope that I said everything, or I say everything here that I said in the meeting. Please, my online classes, start attending those instructional meetings. I give a lot of hints, a lot of tips and tricks to get, good grades on the assignments. So Online Academy, Living Skills, we meet every Tuesday at 10:40 a.m. Let me know if you need anything or you have trouble finding the link or something. Anyway, let's get started. So first, I highly suggest putting side-by-side screens here just so that you can maybe go back and forth. It's just so much easier when you have, a slideshow that you're looking at. If we were in class and this was normal, we would be in small groups and you would get to talk and discuss what you were planning on preparing. So it's a little bit of a bummer that you can't do that. Station number 1 is about allergies. So we're going to be doing some real life scenarios. And I know I created more of adult scenarios. Excuse me. So just keep in mind that you don't opt out just because you're a kid. All right, so you're just going to buy into whatever I'm saying, like, okay, I have to prepare a meal for these people. You are included and you can start searching, if you're a vegetarian, you can make vegetarian meals. If you are a vegan, please, if you have restrictions in your life for one reason or another, make sure that you think about that when preparing meals. However, if you just want to prepare meals based on what I give you, that is okay too. All right. Again, starting with station 1 in allergies. Anytime that we start a new station, you double click this blue circle and you can change the title because you can't really write it in, but you change it to allergies. So I looked right over here. That's the name of it. So I put that in there, hit save. And then I read my scenario. You are having some friends over to watch the big game on Sunday. I'm going to say it's Chiefs versus Broncos. Who knows? You just found out that your best friend's new girlfriend has major allergy to wheat and peanuts. Ugh, so frustrating. Create a list of 3 appetizers that you plan on serving. If you're not sure whether an item contains wheat or peanuts, also wheat, another word for gluten, you'll find a lot of gluten-free stuff. So you can just search that if you like. You're going to look it up, okay? Or you don't have to make anything that you're questioning. You don't want to make anybody sick. Please vary your choices. Here's a little problem. We need to cover all 5 food groups and stay healthy if we can. So chicken wings is something that we're having a big game and we're going to do it. Chicken wings. Do chicken wings contain wheat or peanuts? Miss Leslie, I don't know. All right, let's Google search it. Turns out, if I have the skin and they're fried and whatever, yeah, it could contain wheat. It could contain gluten. I don't want to make anybody sick, so I'm just not going to do chicken wings. Now I got to think of something else. So let's play it safe and make our first appetizer some sort of tray, a vegetable tray. That sounds great because I know there are no peanuts or wheat. So we're going to do a vegetable. Let's call it a platter. Beautiful. You also need to put down what you're going to include in it. So vegetable platter is going to have carrots and broccoli and celery. So hope I spell this right. Put your favorite stuff. One of my favorite things is snap peas. I just love them. So vegetable platter, perfect. Okay, that's one food group. Oh, tricky. So in next 2, I need to include the rest of the food groups. All right. This box is another one that you have to double click. And this is up here in the green. Milk, eggs, fish. So what are the 8 major allergens? I'm going to zoom in a little bit. They are, oops, there we go. Milk, egg. By the way, if you're wondering how I'm doing this, I'm just double clicking and it highlights the whole thing. Fish. All right, you can do this. I don't have to walk you through everything. Lastly, this right here is so important. It's an awareness piece. Look at everything you've prepared. Does it have a variety of flavors? Could be. If I had a veggie platter and then something spicy here and then maybe something sweet. Awesome. Colors. Well, I already have a lot of different colors here. Maybe not a lot. I have orange and green. Perfect. Textures. For sure. the whatever I'm going to put here and here is going to be different than my cold, crunchy vegetable platter, hopefully. Shapes and sizes? Yeah, if I have celery, that's really long, and broccoli is kind of, medium sized, I'd say, and carrots can be several different sizes, but snap peas are also a little bit of a longer, thinner thing. Temperatures. Now here's where it might get a little crazy. If you don't vary, then just X no. It is okay. Oh, I had all cold things. Just cold, cold, cold. Because this is awareness. This is not like, I win. Yes, 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 yes. It's just something to think about. All right. So next station, you'll click over. This is about saving money. Here, you go to this website. It's going to, I'm going to go ahead and bring it up. It's going to give you these stores: Aldi, Kroger, Trader Joe's, Publix, Walmart. A little life hack here. If I'm trying to find a product, and I'm going to move this one right over here so I can do this side by side because I'm smart. Oh, we forgot to put the station in. The station is cost and budget. All right, save and close. Little life hack. We're going to click back over here, Control F. So my first thing that I need to find is instant white rice. So I put in Control F, which is find instant. Boom, it shows me instant white rice. Ugh, that is so nice. Thank you very much. If something is not available, like here, it doesn't actually tell me, and this is Trader Joe's? Yeah, Trader Joe's doesn't show instant white rice. Let me go back. There. Oh, also, I don't know if you can see it, but right here it shows me where that's highlighted. So that's really helpful. So look, when I scroll, it's saying, oh, whatever you found is right here. Yay, thank you. So I'm going to scroll back down. It is okay if it's not available. Over here under Trader Joe's instant rice, excuse me, I'm going to put white rice. I'm going to put in A because it's not applicable, in A, oops, like that. All right. Then you're going to total these to see maybe who has the best prices, who has the worst prices. All right. Hopefully that helps with that. Station 3 is lifestyle. So you are going to have people over that have religious restrictions, so they cannot have pork, and it also means that they can't have any skins or bone. So for example, you could have shredded chicken because that's cleaned of all of the byproduct, but you wouldn't want to include anything that you're questioning. Like you don't have to do red meat at all, which is like steak. Because if you're wondering, like, what do you mean blood? Yeah, steaks have just blood on the inside. That makes them pink. Oh, not that you're going to serve them a cup of blood or something. Ugh. Anyway, you're going to want to stay healthy and pay attention to my plate. Try to hit all 5 food groups if you can, because you're doing an appetizer, an entree, and dessert. Oh, you cannot repeat your appetizers. Station 4 is about creating Thanksgiving dinner. This is interesting because I'm giving you, there's some pictures here about regular classic Thanksgiving dinners, but some of you have some interesting sides and interesting desserts and traditional things that happen at your Thanksgivings, and I love to know that. So if you search, because I'm asking you about calories, fats, and carbs. So over here, if I decide to write in roasted turkey, that's what I'm going to have. I'm a traditionalist. Always put in nutrition facts. Whatever it is, you could put in cranberry sauce, nutrition facts, whatever you're making. Then if you scroll all the way over, it's going to give you everything you need. This is per ounce, it's per serving. You can change that. One whole bird. One bird, please. I'm not eating the whole thing. I'm not Joey Tribbiani. All right, so you are going to put in this information over here and fill up everything you can. All right. You're also going to total it because you're going to assume that this person is eating all of your food. Did you make healthy choices? What adjustments could you prepare? So instead of deep frying my turkey, I could bake it. That's healthier. Last but not least, this is about people coming to stay with you who have restrictions that are health concerns. such as your pregnant aunt. There might be an uncle who has diabetes. You have some teenagers, you have young children. And it's not just restrictions, like what they can't have, but it's also just adjustments. So what adjustments do you need to make in order to give them the foods they need? For example, young children. I have a 2.5-year-old, almost 3-year-old at home, who, if I serve tilapia with roasted potatoes and, I mean, just some exquisitely amazing meal, he would freak out. He'd be like, what is this? I would try to lie to him and tell him it's chicken, but we all know he's not going to eat it. So with young children, you need to stay healthy, but we also want to give them something that they're familiar with, something that they don't mind eating. That's your goal here. For expecting mother, a diabetic teenagers, any of these, you can just Google search it. You can just say, what does an expecting mother need to eat or not eat? So what are you having for dinner? Tell me what you're going to have. Do not repeat anything you've already used. All right, that is it. This is going to take you a little while, but it isn't tough. It isn't hard. If you have any questions, just let me know. But I'm kind of glad that I have recorded this so that you can always go back. All right, good luck.